What's going on, folks? My name is Justin Fried, and I'm joined today by New York Giants defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence. Dexter, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. And yourself?
I'm doing all right, man. Appreciate you asking. You're here today on behalf of Campbell's Chunky and the Chunky Sacks Hunger campaign. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that program, how you got started with it, and also why it's so important to you?
Honestly, I'm excited about this because it's the third year of it. And in the previous years, this year is different. In the previous years, it was the spokesman sacks that counted for 1,000 meals each year, but each 1,000 meals each sack. But now it's every sack around the league. So that means more meals. That means more people getting fed, and I'm excited about that because I'm a big advocate of food and eating and having strength and having a wonderful life. So I think for me, I grew up on Campbell's. I grew up watching the commercials. I grew up eating the soups. So just to be a part of the seeing the inside and being a part of like the national growth of feeding people, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and the good news is, you guys got some really talented players on that defensive line. Of course, yourself, Kayvon Thibodeaux. Now you're bringing in Brian Burns this offseason. This should be a lot
Mhm.
of sacks to go around this year. That's helping everyone involved. If
Exactly.
talking about Brian Burns, this is a guy he's one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. He was drafted one pick before you back in that 2019 draft. What's it been like getting to know Brian over the last few months, and how excited are you guys to have him in
Um,
that room?
we had a little history. We was roommates in the Army All American game coming out of high school, so we got a little history. So obviously knew of him and knew who he was and what kind of player he was, and so it's exciting to actually play beside him now because he's going to help me a lot and I'm gonna help him a lot. Playing off each other is good. Obviously, Kayvon also coming off the edge as well, so it's exciting and it's new, to see and to be a part of.
Definitely, man. And you also have some changes in the coaching staff. You have a new defensive coordinator coming in this season, Shane Bowen, joining you guys from the Titans. What's it been like adjusting to Coach Bowen's scheme, and how different do you anticipate this Giants defense being this year?
I think I got a lot of respect for him and how he came in and installed his type of his vision for the defense and his attitude for the defense and I'm excited about that. He gives the keys to the players and mostly the D line. So that and growing up, being a defensive lineman, it's up to you to take over the game and get guys rolling and going. So to have that, on us as a front is exciting.
I'm just now noticing my cat is in the background. I just realized he's been there the time. Yeah, no, that's great to hear, man. And there's speaking of this Giants team as well, there's been a lot of outside chatter about this team. Of course, having Hard Knocks come in the offseason definitely amplified that chatter. We hear all the outside noise, but as someone who's in there, who's in the building every day, what is the vibe like in the locker room right now? How are you and the guys feeling about the upcoming season?
I think the vibe is set by the leaders, and we can continue to tell everybody how important every little detail is into winning a game, and the focus that it takes to win a game, and everybody doing their 111 on every play. So I think our biggest thing is creating a winning style, and that's what we're pushing.
And you're one of those leaders too. I mean, this is your, I believe, third year as a team captain for the Giants that was just announced recently. How have you embraced that leadership role over the last few years? After coming into the league in 2019, and now you are one of the more experienced players and longest tenure players on the roster. How have you embraced that leadership role?
Just kind of just sharing my knowledge and sharing my mindset and I guess that's saying being more vocal in a sense. Just helping everybody know the importance of this league and how to take advantage of every moment that you get.
Definitely, and you're also one of the best players in the NFL. I don't think you need me to tell you that. There's some other really talented players on that Giants roster, but I want to talk about someone who maybe doesn't always receive the credit they deserve. Who, in your opinion, and this could be a player, this could be a coach, it could be an employee, it could be a janitor, literally anyone. Who, in your opinion, is an unsung hero of this Giants team? Someone that you'd want to shine a light on who normally doesn't get that spotlight.
Uh, that's a good question. I mean, that's kind of hard to say. We got a lot of new faces in here, so a lot of young people. So I'm excited to see who actually, every year gonna have someone who flourishes and stands out, and so I'm excited to see who that actually is going to be.
We'll see. Maybe I'll ask you that question in a few months, and you'll be able to tell me someone who stepped up.
Yeah.
Another one, kind of about that Giants locker room. I always love asking people this question: who, in your opinion, is the funniest dude in that locker room? And this could be you if you want to sing
right now.
Yeah, this could be you. You could say yourself.
Probably Nacho. I'll say Nacho.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. I love it. I love it. All right. I got one last one for you, and then I'll let you go. You're a two-time All-Pro, two-time Pro Bowler. I imagine you're probably a pretty good judge of offensive line talent, given your status and how long you've played in the league at this point. Who has been your toughest matchup so far in your NFL career? It could be a general offensive line, or it could be a specific player. Who's presented the biggest challenge to you?
I'll answer that when I retire.
Good. That's smart. You don't want to
respect.
You don't want to give any bulletin board material. I respect that. Respect it. All right, man.
I'll say Jason Kelce.
Okay, that's a safe answer. That's a good answer. That's a safe answer. That's a future Hall of Famer, and he's retired, so you don't got to play him anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, hey man, Dexter, I really appreciate taking time today, man. You got a jam-packed schedule. It's been a busy day, so appreciate you jumping on, talking some Giants, talking some Campbell's Chunky with me.